So today we borrowed our good friend Dean to help us pick up our scaffolding tower, which we lent to Ted and Lisa here at Château de Montmagny.
So we've come to, as I said, we've come to pick up our scaffolding. So gosh, there's loads of it. So of course I'll do the difficult bit and film. I don't know if it's all going to fit in. Hello, Bessie Boo. Hello, Bessie Boo. So it's such a beautiful day today. So we've, as I said, we've come to Château de Montmagny, which always looks beautiful in the sunshine. And yeah, so the boys are doing all the hard work as usual. Bessie Boo, come on. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey? Silly old dog. Hello, good girl. Hello, good girl.
We've learned a myriad of lessons while renovating our house in Le Bouige, and it all seems to start with a forest of wood, which always gets plonked outside and then has to be carried piece by piece into the house, and then hoisted upstairs. It's this part of renovation that takes the longest, but it's certainly worthwhile, even though most of it gets hidden. If you remember, at the other house, Steve built a cupboard in the bathroom to house the ballon or water tank, at the same time as laying all the floorboards. It's such a similar layout, and we've been lucky both times at the height of the beams. But this time, as the roof is a little higher, we thought perhaps to house the ballon in a loft space so as to leave more room for an even bigger bathroom. That meant building the scaffolding before lugging those heavy beams way up to the apex of the house so that the flooring could be put down for the ballon. I don't know how he did it, but Steve did it all on his own.
Our very own, top of the range, top of the house anyway, attic space. So next few days we'll be putting some flooring down. Well, I'll be putting some flooring down. Moving those little skylights up higher in the roof so they cast more light into this area. But I've been fighting with that last one over there for the last about 2 hours. I won't swear, but it was jolly difficult to get into place. But anyway, it's all in, all rock solid. Jobs are good.
Yet another load of wood is delivered, but as the weather is changing, it's safer to stack it indoors, so the kitchen becomes a temporary floorboard store. It isn't long, however, until some of it is shifted upstairs and the attic begins to take shape. Those two little windows, which are nothing but plastic see-through tiles and a fantastic idea, are shifted up so that the light now seeps into the attic space. It really has proved to be a super area. Good idea, Steve. Then the ballon arrived, but oh no! The guy using the forklift not only pierced the boxes, but the ballon too. So after an already long wait, it had to be returned. So a quick reminder of how this laundry room looked. It's another big room and we've never had a designated laundry room before, so it's quite exciting. At the moment, our washing machine and dryer are stacked up on top of one another in the downstairs bathroom. It works perfectly, but it's not ideal, so this will be a good space for the whites. This is where the new door comes through, And now we've got rid of a lot of old broken furniture and washing machines, the space really opens up. I think we'll keep the floor as concrete, but maybe paint it, and perhaps some old rugs, but I'm not sure yet. Perhaps you could give me some ideas. We were thinking that the dog beds might be housed out here, although the dogs themselves always want to be where we are, so maybe just at night. This antiquated window with its old iron bars is so pretty. Its mechanism is leather, so really unusual. It's an elegant reminder of times gone by. Speaking of times gone by, I wonder if you remember this little room, which is attached to the kitchen at Le Bouige. The previous owners had made plans to build a staircase in here, but it was such a handy room for some kitchen appliances and a sort of walk-in larder that Steve renovated it. So this is it today. A bit messy, sadly, but as you can see, the fridge freezer, the toaster, a coffee maker and yes, a few bottles of wine are all housed in here, which leaves the kitchen clear of clutter. So it gave us the idea to recreate it, and the space under that little window seemed perfect. So some more wooden walls began to appear, with a gap for another of Steve's bespoke doors. It gives you more of an indication of the size of the room, and I'm sure once we've put up some shelving, it'll be another perfect attribute to the house.
So the last couple of days I've spent building the wall for the cold room. I've clad it in nice thick 25mm thick oak and put some protective finish on it. Made it a bit gnarly. It's a nice gnarly piece there then. Insulation is going in. Plasterboard will be next. Water and drainage and soil pipe is in for the bathroom upstairs. A few bits of electrics to finish in this corner. That's our feature curtain. It's actually a blanket, but does the job. So, what do you think of that? Right, when Joe was here yesterday, we discussed making a wardrobe cupboard for this area. One, to hide all this pipework, the new pipework that goes upstairs for the new bathroom, and two, to put all the coats and boots and everything in. Now, out in the barn, I have found these old oak doors. They're very dusty, but they are heavy oak French doors, and the two sides to what used to be a big tall wardrobe, I'm thinking. But I think if I cut it down just a little bit, it's nearly the right height to go underneath these beams, and I think it will make a perfect boot and coat cupboard and pipe disguising cupboard. So let's give it a go. So after a bit of fettling and a bit of polish, I've got a few bits to finish. Got to finish the top. I've got to put a rail in at the bottom. But yeah, a repurposed old wardrobe made into a boot and coat cupboard. Sorry, got a bit close there. All in, nice and solid, without too much bother as well. Good job.
So here we catch the lesser spotted Steve Harris having a well-earned spot of lunch.
Bacon sarnie, though.
Yeah, bacon sandwich. So, you've got a little bit to show us in the laundry room.
And what I'm about to show you in the laundry room, I found in the barn, along with, seriously, probably 10 tons of logs.
Oh yeah, these logs are amazing. And they're absolutely bone dry. So I've been stealing some to take back to the other house to get the fires going. And it is absolutely freezing today. But yeah, so show me the wall that you've done. That gorgeous fire going. Oh, it's so warm and lovely. So we've already shown you the beginning of this wall, but yeah, now we've got some. It's almost finished.
Sorry, still got a mouthful.
Sorry, darling, I caught you with a sarnie.
The power points are in; they're not connected up yet. Not connected. But the connection that they're going to is live, which is just down in that corner. But yeah, this is the old oak that we bought from the woodyard.
Yes, you were describing that last time,
Yeah.
but you've now put in some
Electric points.
sockets.
So there'll be. We're thinking toasters and things.
Yes, just like the other, like our cold room, like we just showed you.
We're
So
planning on having a work surface around in here. Washing machine and tumble dryer in that corner where all the plumbing is.
yeah,
But yesterday, I found this in the wardrobe in the barn, and I think you'll have already heard that we discussed having a cupboard here for boots and coats and doggy things. So with a little bit of fettling and quite a lot of bad language,
let's
made
see
it fit
what
in the
you've
gap.
done inside. Look at that.
So I put this in yesterday afternoon, about 3 hours, and then today I've just been putting shelves and things in it.
Yeah, it's a really, really good space. Because our cupboard at home is just absolutely rammed, packed full of stuff.
Which this one will, of course.
Yes, it will. We always manage to finish.
Within 5 minutes it'll be full of stuff, but it's still very dusty. But it didn't look like this. I polished this.
Yeah, no, it's really nice. Oh, it's absolutely ideal for out here. I can't believe it. Perfect.
I just found that little bolt in my assorted bits and bobs box, and that works perfectly for closing the door. And it's in. I mean, it's absolutely solid as a rock.
Yeah, it's a really, really useful thing. And I think out here, because it's very, very rustic out here, and I think we're going to keep it quite rustic, because it is just a laundry room. And this, I think that sink is going to go there, isn't it? On something.
Not quite as high as that.
No. But yeah, gosh, it's coming on. Can't believe it.
Yep.
So, well done.
Nous arrivons donc à la fin de notre chapitre. Je pense que vous serez d'accord, il y a eu beaucoup de changements et les choses avancent vraiment. Venez avec nous la prochaine fois pour voir ce que nous avons en réserve. À bientôt!